Welcome back to the Daily Threat, your go-to source for the latest in cybersecurity news. Today's episode is packed with updates that you need to know to stay ahead in the ever-evolving world of cyber threats. Story. Our first story today dives into a recent revelation by Microsoft, which has uncovered a group of cybercriminals utilizing advanced espionage tactics to steal gift cards. These criminals have shifted from traditional, opportunistic methods to more sophisticated techniques typically associated with nation-state actors. The attackers gained initial access through spear phishing emails, meticulously crafted to appear legitimate and targeted towards specific employees within retail and e-commerce companies. Once they gained access to the victim's systems, they utilized a combination of custom malware and legitimate tools to maintain persistence, escalate privileges, and move laterally across the network. The tactics used: credential theft. The attackers employed keyloggers and credential dumping tools to harvest user credentials. Lateral movement. Using stolen credentials, they navigated through the network to find systems storing sensitive data related to gift cards. Exfiltration. Data was exfiltrated using encrypted channels to evade detection by standard security measures. The primary risk here is the significant financial loss due to the theft of gift cards. Additionally, the use of advanced tactics means these attackers can remain undetected for long periods, potentially allowing them to conduct further malicious activities such as data theft or ransomware attacks. Recommendations: employee training. Conduct regular training sessions to educate employees about the dangers of phishing attacks. Multi-factor authentication, MFA. Implement MFA to add an additional layer of security to user accounts. Network monitoring. Deploy advanced network monitoring tools to detect unusual activity indicative of lateral movement and data exfiltration. Our second story highlights a fascinating yet controversial operation by the FBI, known as Dark Wire. This operation involved the establishment of a fake secure messaging startup called Anom, which was used to monitor criminal communications. The FBI, in collaboration with international law enforcement agencies, created Anom, a purportedly secure messaging app. This app was marketed to criminals under the guise of offering unbreakable encryption, but in reality, it was designed to give law enforcement a backdoor to monitor messages. Criminal organizations quickly adopted Anom, believing it to be a safe platform for coordinating illegal activities. Unbeknownst to them, every message sent through the app was being monitored and collected by the FBI. This operation raises significant concerns about the security and privacy of messaging apps. Businesses relying on such platforms for secure communications need to be wary of potential surveillance and data breaches. Recommendations: vet your vendors. Conduct thorough due diligence when selecting communication tools to ensure they adhere to strict privacy and security standards. End-to-end encryption. Use messaging apps that offer true end-to-end encryption and have a transparent security protocol. Regular audits. Periodically audit the security of the communication tools you use to ensure they remain robust against potential breaches. Our final story involves a significant cyberattack on Ascension Hospitals, leading to the exposure of sensitive patient data. This attack has severe implications for both the healthcare sector and the patients affected. The attackers exploited a vulnerability in the hospital's IT infrastructure to gain access to the internal network. From there, they deployed ransomware that encrypted patient records and other critical data. How the attackers got in. Exploitation of vulnerabilities. The attackers identified and exploited a known but unpatched vulnerability within the hospital's systems. Ransomware deployment. Once inside, they deployed ransomware, which quickly spread across the network, locking access to patient data and critical systems. The immediate impact is the disruption of hospital services, potentially endangering patient lives due to delayed treatments. Additionally, the exposure of patient data poses long-term risks, including identity theft and fraud. Recommendations: patch management. Implement a rigorous patch management process to ensure all systems are up to date with the latest security patches. Incident response plan. Develop and regularly update an incident response plan to quickly and effectively respond to cyberattacks. Data encryption: encrypt sensitive data both in transit and at rest to protect it from unauthorized access. That's all for today's episode of The Daily Threat. Remember, cybersecurity is a constant battle, and staying informed is your best defense. Make sure to subscribe to The Daily Threat for your regular updates on the latest in cybersecurity news.